Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make a Christmas card. I'm calling it the semi-flip card. Don't know really what to call it, but it's not quite like this card. If you remember right, we did this one using the Apothecary Accent Framelits, and it flips. This one is about the same thing, but we're going to do something different because when I use the label Framelits, you can see when I cut out the center, you see this hole here. So when it flips, I didn't want that. So we're going to change it up a little bit. But this is how the card looks when the side isn't adhered down. So it looks like this. Love it. And then this one, this flap is adhered down with some snail. So you get the same idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're using a piece of Whisper White and a piece of the Season of Style designer paper. And these both are cut at 4 1/4 by 11. And what you want to do is you want to put these together, adhere them together. And I went ahead already and did that. So you got the designer paper on one side and the Whisper White on the other. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp to get this out of the way because we're going to use the big shot. So we're going to go ahead and stamp with the snowflake and the cherry cobbler. And let me tell you here, the snowflake is from the Festive Flurry Stamp set. And we're using the middle, or I guess the second one from the largest. So we're not using this one, we're going to use this one. And then we're also going to use the Festive Flurry Framelit, the coordinating framelits that cut out the snowflakes. And then when you buy them in a bundle, you'll save 15%, the stamp set and the framelits. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stamp first with the cherry cobbler. Okay, so we're using the paper trimmer, and then we're going to use the piece that we put the designer paper with the Whisper White, so it's one piece. We're going to score this at 2 3/4. I'm going through a couple pieces of paper here, a couple layers, so we want to make sure we get a good score line. And then you're going to score this in half at 5 1/2. Let me flip it over here and do this again. 2 3/4. It just didn't show up very good on the back side. And then 5 1/2. Okay, so yep, there's 2 3/4 and then 5 1/2. Okay, okay, so we're going to use the big shot and we're going to focus on this 2 3/4 inch score line, and we're going to take the label Framelits, and they look like this. And I believe this is the fourth one from the center. Yeah, fourth one from the center. I'm going to take this one, and we're going to, I don't know if it's showing up in the camera. We're going to just take this and line up both of the points on the 2 3/4 inch score line, just like that. Let me turn this around here. Okay, so we're going to line it up. Points right on the 2 3/4 inch score line. And then we're going to take the acrylic and we're just going to line that up to that 2 3/4. And then we're going to slide that through the big shot. Okay. So then that is going to give your flip part. But now we're going to go ahead and line up the smaller one, the next size down, and we're going to cut the whole thing out. Lining those points up. Okay, so right about there. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and cut this out. Okay. I'll pop that out. So then we're going to have our flip, our semi-flip card, I guess you could say. Fold it this way. See, look how cute. Now see, this is like the reverse of this part, but it outlines that, so it looks like it's an actual whole piece there. And you're going to flip it like that. Okay, so let's finish cutting out with the big shot. We're going to cut out your 2 snowflakes. We're using the Festive Flurry. This is the framelits that coordinate with the stamp set. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and cut 2 more little pieces here. We're going to use the same framelits, the label collection, as we did for the card. Okay, so we're going to take our Whisper White, and then we're going to take the label collection, the number 4, and we're just going to cut out one of those. Okay, then we're going to take the number 4, and then we're going to take the number 3 and lay those right together. So we want a border that we're wanting to use. Okay, so this is the border that we're going to use for the card. Okay, so we have the full size and then the cutout. Okay, so back to the card. Now I'm going to use my bone folder here to get a really nice crisp fold. Okay. Okay, so now when you open the card, this is the part we're going to focus on right here. We're going to take our adhesive and we're going to put it on this border here. Okay, so we're going to line this up on that outside edge. I guess that looks pretty good. You get the idea. Alright, so then we're going to take this piece, and this piece is going to be the part that you can sign on or whatever you want. So we're going to put adhesive on that back side there. And then we're just going to layer this on top of that. Then we're going to fold it over. So it gets in the perfect position of the card. So when it's closed, it looks like that. Don't you love it? Okay, so then the snowflakes, super easy here. We're just going to put adhesive on the back of the snowflake. And then I'm going to put it right up here on the tip top and the bottom here. So we want that to stay put. I'm just going to put it right here in the points. The two points go right into the point area. You're going to flip it over. And then this one is going to get adhesive. Oops. Make sure that was right. So then we're going to line this one up. The one in the front. Just like that. Hopefully that's good on the front. Yep, that's it. They're cute. And of course you could add some dazzling diamonds or some basic rhinestones. And then here's the other one. Looks like candy cane with the stripes. And then this one, see, this is the one that I did where I adhered the flap down. So if you wanted the flap down, you just put adhesive on this side here and then just fold it over. And then it stays down, so then they would open it up like that. But I kind of like it like this. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye!